Okay, so there is a new trailer out. It's Memorial Day weekend. So you know what that means. It's going to be consumerism, consumerism, consumerism. Every holiday, they crank out trailer after trailer after trailer, trying to get you to buy the latest product. Okay, so we have Far Cry 6. Okay, so they're just gonna keep making these games. They all play exactly the same. I played Far Cry 3, that was a pretty good game. But after you've played one Far Cry game, you've played them all. You've literally played every last Far Cry game. There's nothing different at all. There's none. They're all the same. And every single year, there's just another Far Cry game being pushed. So let's see this. Hopefully they do something different or something unique in this trailer. So let's watch.
Guapo, you listen. Rule 16. The guerrillero's revolution never ends. Always another war, another cantina, another ugly bartender.
Juan Cortez?
What do you think gave it away, Guapo?
This is a...
Oh my god. There's no detail on that alligator. There's no detail. Is it me or is the geometry off? It's not shiny, it's not slithery, it's not scaly. I know this is kind of nitpicky, but come on, man. This is supposed to be next gen. Like, if you're paying for a new console, then you should expect the latest, graphics. Okay, you can't just have a new console and the only reason you're buying it is so it runs better, it looks better, and then they just have graphics that look like it could have been made on PS4. That's just my thoughts on it. Like, what is the point of buying consoles if the graphics are going to look exactly the same? I'm over here thinking the Xbox, was it called Xbox Series X? And was it the PS5? It's going to look super next gen, like futuristic. And then we have this Connect Xbox 360 Connect level graphics. Not good.
This is a fucking waste of time.
Can you whistle?
What?
Nah, you can't whistle. Not bad, Danny, but we're just getting started. Rule number 1. A good guerrilla is a hidden guerrilla.
Muerto el perro, se acabó la rabia.
Okay, this is called gameplay trailer. Where's the freaking gameplay? Where's the gameplay, bro? It's just a cutscene.
We lead our operations in
Alright, finally we have walking.
secret camps across the country. Here, guerrillas live,
Kaboom!
train, and plan.
Small pack. We go in, grab our people, kill whoever gets in our way.
By smuggling in supplies, you'll add some piss and fire to our movement.
You got that right.
Camp chef, black market dealers, these safe havens got everything a guerrilla needs. Even do-it-yourself vehicles.
Okay, I'll give them credit there. That's actually pretty cool how you can customize your vehicles. At least they added something different here. They're adding on to the franchise, which I agree that that's a good idea to customize vehicles, but at the same time, I don't like Far Cry. Driving in Far Cry is kind of terrible. It's not very fun. Is it going to be in first person? Is it going to be in third person? Will you even be able to see your vehicle while driving? And that doesn't even look like it's attached to the vehicle. What is that? It's just floating. Doesn't look right. I don't know. Like, It just seems like a gimmick. It just seems like they're like, wow, we added customization, and the driving's going to be terrible. It's just going to be the most terrible driving with no sort of, you know, balance, or it's not even going to be fun to drive. It's going to be glitchy.
You're gonna love it, Danny.
See, if it's first person, what's the point? What's the point? You can't even, it's a single, like, what is up with all these single player games making their driving in first person? If you can't see your car and it's a single player game, meaning nobody else can see your car but AI, what is the point of customizing, painting your car? What is the point? You'll only be able to see it once you step outside of your car. It's pointless. And you can't even customize the interior of your car. It's only the exterior. It's like Cyberpunk, how they had all these unique cars, but you couldn't even see your car, or nobody else could see your car. Wait, what was it? Was it customizable player or car? I don't know, but there was this huge push to add customizable stuff in a single player game. I'm like, what is the point if you're the only person that can see yourself, or you can only see yourself while you're dead? You can have this huge customizable person feature and you can't even see yourself because it's first person. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And it just seems like it's a gimmick. Like they're like, okay, we ran out of ideas, so we'll just add on. I'm not knocking them for adding some new stuff into their game. It's good when incorporated correctly, but come on, man. We all know what this is. This is a gimmick. You're just trying to sell more copies on a feature that doesn't really matter because you can't even see yourself while driving. It's not third person driving. It's first person. So what is the point? What is the point of adding customization? It doesn't make any sense.
You're gonna love it, Danny. Rule number 2. A good guerrilla masters their environment. This land is your home, Danny. I'm sure you know every inch of it. From the bloodthirsty jungles and postcard shorelines, the dead-end towns, and our friendly capital city. How you get around is up to you.
Good girl.
Oh my god. It's like every time they get close to something, you just see how bad the graphics are. Like, look at this.
Good girl.
Look at that. No hair, no texture. This is supposed to be next gen. It looks like a PS4. It looks like PS4. That's it. It literally looks last gen. What? Tell me, console fanboys, what is the point? I can understand if this was a PC only game, but if this is a next gen game, why would you pay money for this when you could just play the last Far Cry game, Far Cry 5, and it will look exactly the same as this? And it plays exactly the same. All Far Cry 3 games, or all Far Cry games since like Far Cry 3 have been exactly the same. Exactly the same.
If you want to play it safe, take our secret paths carved in the dirt of old revolutions. Hola, Danny.
Yeah, like every single Far Cry 3 game, or every single Far Cry game ever. Yeah, that's literally what it's supposed to be. That's a feature that's been in every single game. Take Hidden Paths. Okay, that's been in the last 5 games. And the graphics aren't even good. At least update your graphics. At least update your gameplay or something. It seems like you're paying $70 for a new Far Cry game, and the only thing they've added is customizable weapons and customizable vehicles. Which I agree is kind of cool. But at the same time, it's like they're just cranking out these games. It seems like yesterday when they just made a new Far Cry game. Now they're coming out with another one. Why don't they spend a good 4 or 5 years on a good game. A nice, fresh, smooth, futuristic, actual next-gen game. Like how games used to. They used to spend like 4 or 5 years on a new game, and then when they released it, it was like mind-blowing. Now it's like indistinguishable from the last game. You're just making game after game after game, and they all look the same. They all play the same. I can't tell the difference between Far Cry freaking 5 and Far Cry 6. They all look the same. It's not like how it used to be when you can, like, look at the difference between Halo 2 and Halo 3. There's no like comparison between the two, because you're going to know which game is which. And now they just keep coming out with the same looking games, the same gameplay, the same sort of script. It's crazy. It's crazy.
How you doing?
Or take a risk and operate in plain sight of Castillo's assholes. Go ahead and hide your weapons to blend in. Bribes,
What do you got?
sabotage, interceptions.
Oh my god. Those graphics are, oh my, that's criminal. That's criminal how they're selling this as next gen. Look at this radio. Look at this. You could see the polygons. It's not even a circle, it's a freaking polygon, bro. An octagon. What is this? This is like PS2 level graphics. Come on now. Like from far away, everything looks good. But once you get close, once you start to get close up to objects, then it all falls apart. It looks like garbage. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not crazy, bro. It looks bad. It's lazy.
You don't always need to be a loudmouth, Danny.
Christmas trees? Do you even grow those here?
Mexicans pay crazy money for this. How you think El Presidente funded Maria's new face?
Okay. Go through.
That's not gameplay. That's a cutscene. Are you going to be able to interact with these soldiers yourself? Are you going to be able to freaking select what you say, what you do, or is it all going to be scripted? Are all interactions with actual risk going to be scripted? Are you going to just go from cutscene to shootout, then the next cutscene, then you shoot out, then the next cutscene? Are you going to be able to actually select what you say, what you do? Are you going to be able to choose your route? We are in 2021 and we're still just scripting everything because we're too lazy to freaking program how you interact in your so-called open world game. And Famous gonna be like, oh man, but it's so cool, yeah, it's new, they just changed it from Far Cry 5 to Far Cry 6, they just changed the title and the characters. No, it's the same game. There's nothing different. It's all the same. It's literally just the same game with a different title and a different randomly generated island. That's all it is. That's literally all it is.
Rule number 3. Fucked up situations call for fucked up solutions.
Hey, he's not here.
If you expected reinforcements, I got news for you. You're an army of one against an army of thousands. And when shit gets real, we make use of whatever we have.
You're an army of one against an army of thousands. So one character is going to be in these Call of Duty like missions where you have no teammate backups and you just shoot from one scene to the next. Who is this lady? Who's the main character? What qualifies her to be this super soldier? One person can't win a revolution. That's just insane. And I think they're too lazy to actually program competent, friendly AI, so they're just going to make you do everything. Friendly AI is fun in a game because you can actually interact with them. You can actually see them fight with you. It's kind of boring not having any sort of friendly AI. Could you imagine the Halo games without any sort of friendly AI? You know how boring that would be? It's boring. And all these complex missions, if they'll even be complex, won't have friendly AI because they're too lazy to program them. They're too lazy to program the movements, to program the dialogue. So they'll just have you rush from next stage to the next yourself. I don't get it. Like, how is that supposed to be an interesting part of the game? Just having you be a one-man soldier or a one-man army. And really, all you're saying is that the enemy AI is going to be terrible. Because if one person could take on a whole army, then that just shows the AI isn't competent. The AI is not competent. Let's see how good the AI is. Are you going to actually display or demonstrate how good the AI is? No. Because it's the same. They've been using the same exact AI scripts since the first freaking Far Cry game. It's a joke. Gaming is a joke now. We're not building on anything. We're not changing anything. We're not. Same game, different title, and a few gimmicks here and there. That's all this game is. And they might have tweaked the graphics a little bit. You know, obviously that comes with better hardware, more expensive consoles. They'll be able to run games better a little bit, but it still looks the same. Because you can't render artistic design. You can't render crafted digital artwork. You can't. You have to hand draw it. But they're still using the same textures from like 2008, 2012. But it's just rendered faster. It's a joke. Gaming's literally a joke now.
We call that resolver. That means absolutely everything from sardine cans, goddamn batteries, to old motorcycle engines have been built into equipment.
Using a motorcycle engine for a minigun. Now that is so stupid. That might actually be fun. That might actually be so stupid. It might actually be fun, bro. Putting a motorcycle engine on a gun has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in a video game. It has to be. It has to be. Like, you're just literally the super soldier that can literally put anything on anything and then just waltz in a military base on an island, a heavily secured military base, as one person and do anything. No help. There's no teammates. You're just a one-man army. Like, it's stupid, bro. And you're just fighting one useless enemy after another. No sort of challenge. No bosses. Just go to that's all these Far Cry games are. Go to a military base. Take on the base. Take over the base. Go to the next base. Fight them. Oh man. Follow this pointless B-movie plotline with C-list acting. It's rushed, it's lazy, and there's nothing different. And a lot of these Far Cry fanboys are gonna be like, "Oh, but the game hasn't even come out yet. Oh man, game hasn't come out yet, bro. Oh, you can't say." They're all the same. What is there to wait for? What am I missing? Nothing. Nothing, bro. It's all the same. Every single game is the same. Far Cry 7 will be the same. Far Cry 8 will be the same. Far Cry 20,000 will be the same. You're on an island, you go from one base to the next base, you take it over, you raise your flag. Done. It's garbage. It's garbage. And they're not building. I can understand them making a sequel if they actually build or expand or like make a complex storyline, which they never do. I mean, Far Cry peaked in Far Cry 3. That was the most iconic Far Cry game. And now it just seems like they're just making it just to make it okay. We have a hit now since Far Cry 3. And now we'll just keep making them and keep making them and milking it instead of actually trying to, you know, do something revolutionary in your revolutionary game about a revolution. They're not doing that. Okay, it's a joke.
Some very unique, deadly weapons.
Is that guy freaking blind, bro? He couldn't hear that radio? That doesn't, like, if you have this radio playing gun, this guy's walking behind a soldier playing loud music. He doesn't turn around and see where the music. I'm done, bro.
Now we're fucking talking. This, the Supremo backpacks. Handcrafted by yours truly. Each one will make you feel and fight with the power of a goddamn guerrilla army. Give me lip,
Okay, so it's just getting to cartoon level storylines, bro. A freaking jetpack. This game's supposed to take place in what, the 60s, the 50s? They're just casually having this futuristic technology. And they're supposed to be, what is it? Like low budget rebels? And they have freaking jetpacks. Makes perfect sense, bro. This game makes perfect sense. I mean, it's a good game if you want to turn off your brain. If you don't like a good story, if you don't like anything that makes sense. If you just want to turn off your brain for a good, 20 hours or however long it's going to take you to finish this game. That's good for you, bro. Just 20 hours just doing the same thing over and over again. Taking on faceless enemies that are bad, that don't even seem to fight back. I can't even hear a freaking radio behind them. No sort of competency. Good for you, bro. Good for you. I'm sure the Far Cry 3 fans or the Far Cry 6 fans will like this. They'll love this game. Oh man, but it's in 4K, bro. But the graphics, man. The graphics look good, bro. To who? To console players? It looks like garbage. This is last gen. This is ancient graphics, bro. This does not look good. I'm not even trying to be funny here. It's the truth. It's the truth. All I want is a good storyline, good gameplay, competent enemies, and competent friendly AI. That's all I want. All I want. And good graphics. If you can get all of those, I will 100% support your game. Okay, it just so happens that the gaming industry sucks now. Okay, it's a joke. What is this?
Get to the yard, get a stick, make a switch. End the conversation real quick. I am cracked, I ain't lying. You and I both know you want this.
Why are some scenes the graphics are like okay, and then the next scene the graphics are like low budget? Like, stop showing that alligator, it looks terrible.
For a guerrilla, the shit my pants rush of an ambush.
Is this 60 frames per second? It's not even 60 frames per second. Their game's not even 60 frames. And look at these graphics. No sort of wear and tear on the tank. I'm not trolling, bro. I'm just a reviewer. It's like a blatant, obvious, graphical error that there's no sort of detail on this tank. And it's not even 60 frames per second. What?
Taste of sweet victory after you freed your people from tyrants. It's...
Oh, wow. That explosion looked terrible. Look at that. You can't take down a freaking helicopter with a firework. That's stupid. You can't take down a freaking helicopter with a firework. That's just dumb, bro.
It's fun.
And notice how all they try to mix in gameplay with scripted cutscene, pre-rendered cutscenes. And it's obviously like they're just doing that because they know the graphics in their game is going to be terrible. Gameplay won't look like that.
It's fun.
Oh, and the final rule. A good guerrilla always brings a friend along.
No, bro. What is this? What is this? It's Gimmick Fest. They're adding pets? Pets now? I guarantee that you're going to have to pay for each pet. You're going to have to pay real money for, you know, exclusive pets. It's a joke now. Oh man, but you can collect, you know, pets, virtual pets. What am I, like 5 years old? Why would I want a virtual pet in a virtual game? Get a real dog. Get a real pet. It's a gimmick. And it doesn't even look realistic. And this is even real gameplay. What is it going to look like in real gameplay? This is a cutscene. Will the pet animation look good in game? Will it look good in game? How's the pet gonna interact with you? How's the pet gonna walk? How's the pet gonna look? Don't just show us a 6-second freaking pre-rendered cutscene showing off pets. It doesn't mean anything. It's a gameplay trailer. Show us gameplay. Every time they show something new and interesting that's in the game, they always have it pre-rendered. Every time they show a character up close, they always have it pre-rendered. This is pre-rendered.
Moral support.
And his ears aren't even moving. Look at this. Look at this, bro.
Support.
His ears aren't moving. Look.
Moral support.
Look at that. That doesn't make any sense, bro. It looks like 1990s Pixar animation, bro. This is a joke. This is a joke. Don't even get me started, bro. Because this is... Gaming is dead. Gaming is done. Gaming is done. There's no hope. There's no hope. People love this stuff. And there's only 3,000 dislikes, 68. People will buy anything. As long as you have a franchise, you know, name to it. I don't know. This is going to be same old, same old. If you like turning off your brain and just shooting faceless, nameless enemies with no sort of storyline, no sort of interesting, memorable characters. You have the stereotypical Cuban guy that's been in every single, you know, Banana Republic style revolution game ever. It's a joke. It's getting cliche. It's gotten old, and it's boring. Bad game. Far Cry 6 will suck.